Hello, Robert here. I am headed to one of my bee yards. Beautiful day. Looks like the clover that was is being baled up. The linden is done. The basswood is done. Gonna check on these bees and harvest some midsummer honey here. I guess it would be early summer and midsummer honey, but we'll see how they did. I got a new truck. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video here. It is a beautiful day here. Will serve my contracting and my beekeeping needs. Bit of a mess back here. I've got my my gutter machine, my brake, and some beekeeping boxes piled on top. I'll get to work here. I've got the fence in this yard to keep those bears out. Had a bear attack, probably would have been 3 years ago, lost a few hives. So here we go. So this was an overwintered nuke, and they've been packing it in here. So we'll start with this one, see how they're doing here. First brood box, second brood box, and then we've got a queen excluder in there. And we have one medium, second medium, and then I gave them some empty frames to draw out because I saw they were full of honey and out of space, and they're doing a pretty good job drawing out these frames, filling them up with nectar. It's very important to keep your bees working, otherwise they have a tendency, if they run out of space, they'll fly away on you, and I don't like when my bees fly away. Another thing I do that maybe isn't conventional, so this is a 10 frame, it's called a 10 frame medium. Bees will always build, of course, until there's 3/8 of an inch between. So you could put 10 frames in here, they'd fill those 10 frames up with honey. If you put 7 frames in here, see how wide they build that out, right? So there's actually more honey in here with 7 or 8 frames than if you had 9 or 10 frames. Less plastic, less wood. But the big thing is, when you pull that out, let me see. Got to get the hive tool here. Let me just prop this up on some burr comb. There. The burr comb is my tripod today. So we carefully lift this up. So look at that, and look at how easy that will be to uncap. That's so much heavier because the bees build it right out of the frame. And so there's way more honey in this frame than if I had 8 or 9 frames in that box. I'd say that's an easier way to do it. Less uncapping, more honey, and look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This should provide a better view. Some burr comb tripod. Look at that. Beautiful. Fully capped, full of golden honey here. So there's all sorts of ways. I forgot my brush at home. That's how it goes. I generally will just, carefully not to crush any bees. Give it a good shake. Got the bees off. Put it in the box. We're good to go. The advantage to having fewer frames in your box, of course, is it's less work. Every frame is heavier. So look at that. That is beautiful. And thankfully there's a good nectar flow on now, and the bees are not unhappy. If there was a dearth, you try taking their honey in the dearth, they're not very happy, but they don't seem to mind that I'm stealing all their honey. On to the second box here. It has been just an incredible spring. Spring and summer for honey production. Really, the bees have been working at an astonishing rate. Got the last frame of honey I'll be taking from these guys. So I'm going to take the queen from these guys and let them raise some new queens and likely split them off, and that'll be that. Quite happy with the honey production. We are right in the middle of summer, so I'm looking to expand and get some more bees, multiply some bees, and of course the window for that is ending. So I like these genetics. Not a single sting from these guys. They're just packing the honey in. So I'd like to make more bees like these bees. So here we are in the brood box. Looking very good. Nice pattern of eggs. Brood. Plenty of bees. Exactly what you want to see. A little bit of honey in the corner there. That's all good. So gonna try to find the queen. If not, I can just make some splits off of this, give them some work, and get on to the next. I really should have taken the break out. Needed it today, but oh, that's a sticky situation. Didn't really plan this out well. It's a lot of honey. Should have brought my trailer. Wasn't really thinking about that one. You can't really fit your honey in when you've got all your equipment. Trailer next time. So I'll be taking honey from this guy, which I already have, got that loaded up. The rest of these, I'm gonna just be, these guys are quite full. So I'm just gonna go through, make sure they have frames to work on, and come back another day. I don't really have the capacity to do all that much honey. I keep, about 10 hives for honey. Most of the bees I keep to grow them up, and I sell them as nukes. I sell them as singles. A lot of time to other beekeepers or people who want to get into beekeeping. But I'd like to grow the honey operation. The hard part is when you're a one-man show, you can really only grow so much. But anyway, it'll be good to get some honey here, harvested a bit here, and hopefully it'll be a good end of summer. And got to get into the garden there, and headed back home. Gonna work away in the garden a little bit tonight, and hopefully have some more content to show you guys. Anyway, take care. Bye for now.